We're back.
Hello, everyone.
What's up?
Bass
Bass
Now-
Now Radio.
That is right. It's Bass Now
You
Radio.
were saying. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go
You
ahead.
interrupted me totally. Bass Now Radio.
Here we are.
We've been gone for a while.
Yeah.
Haven't been on air since June. Then before that, April.
Yeah.
Then before that, March.
Yeah. Due to the Verizon virus. Due to the Verizon
The
virus
5G LTE,
and us being
whatever it
away
was.
from each other,
Yeah, he was in Jersey.
we've not been able to produce a podcast. But now we are able to produce
Now
podcasts.
we're back in Charlotte for at least the foreseeable future.
I'll be here for a while personally. You'll be here for
I'll be here for most
of the time. So
False albacore need to be had in Rhode Island.
yeah, that's
so
fair. It's fair.
I will be a flight risk at times.
We're going to, I guess, get back on the weekly grind.
Weekly grind.
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember what our weekly schedule was. Were we releasing episodes on Wednesday or Friday?
I don't know, but we're
Wednesday,
going
right
to
before
change.
the tournament, I think.
I think we were. Yeah, it was Wednesday, and then it was Friday, and this is going to come out on Monday.
Yeah.
So there's that.
So yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. Maybe we'll stick with the Monday schedule.
Monday could work. Preview the
Gives us
week.
the whole week to record.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's nice. But then we got the weekend pressure.
Yeah, and then if there's a tournament that ends on a Saturday, we got to record it like
On
we are
Sunday.
now.
On Sunday.
On Saturday night or Sunday.
afternoon or Sunday.
It is Saturday night.
It's Saturday night. The
Lake Hartwell
Lake Hartwell.
College Bass event just ended.
Yeah, like 2-3 hours
So
ago.
we'll be conversating about that.
Whoa. Conversating about that. And
What else is going on? We didn't miss a ton this summer, did we? I mean,
no,
a
not
bunch
what
of pro
happened. You know,
stuff.
the elites happened.
Bunch of
and
pro stuff we missed.
Then some dudes caught some fish in the MLF.
We didn't pay any attention to
Didn't
that.
really watch any of
We didn't
that.
pay any attention to that.
I know Iconelli had a good tournament in there, but he still has
Somewhere in there he did, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You know, the Elite
That's what we
Series
have
has
to
been
say.
good. The NC boys have been absolutely killing it on the Elite Series.
Yeah. These last few tournaments.
Last few tournaments, Shane LaHue, Jake Whitaker doing real good. Awesome job, guys.
What else? You're gonna hear a rant from definitely me. I'm not sure
I'm
about
expecting
you.
a rant from you, 100%.
Are we doing it? Is this episode? Am I getting?
Well, I mean, it's
is
the first
rant-
episode back, so I definitely think this
Come
this
back
needs to be
hot.
touched
All right.
on.
Yeah, we can do that.
And it definitely is. This is a college bass fishing video, so
Yeah.
it's definitely very applicable. to-
Yeah, I really
Combo.
and on that, and we'll repeat this one later. I'd like if some people were to call in from other schools and tell us how they're either dealing with it, if they're fishing.
If they're not,
If you guys reach out to me on Instagram or Andrew on Instagram, or I will reach out to you on Instagram because I want to hear from you. Some of the guys that I know. I definitely want to get some different opinions and voices on this topic.
yes.
I think it could help us all out, honestly.
But before we get into that,
Yeah, what are we doing before we get into that?
how was your summer?
It was pretty good.
It's productive.
It's pretty good. Yeah,
good.
I worked a lot. I fished a lot.
You won some tournaments.
I won some money. It was good times. How was your summer?
It was good. I didn't do as much fishing as I like.
Yeah.
There's actually a stockpile of videos from the summer that haven't been released.
Ooh.
There's probably like 11 videos.
Ooh. How many of them feature fish?
11 of them.
That's great.
There's probably 20 videos, but 9 of them
Don't feature.
don't
Okay.
feature any. It features either a fish or water
Okay. That's
or
fair.
sand. So.
Sky.
Oh, I did try and record like 1 or 2 nights at night fishing for stripers.
Didn't go well.
Yeah, it's just black.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a headlamp on and everything, and you see the silver of the fish every once in a while when I hold one up.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, no.
Not what you want.
It's not what I would want in my channel.
Well, it happens.
Yeah, so yeah, I've been busy.
It's good.
Yeah.
I got into some salty stuff this summer. I didn't fish. I fished a good bit this summer. I didn't fish a ton. It was when I did fish, I kind of made it worthwhile.
Worthwhile.
Yeah, I had some really good trips. I had 1 or 2 not so good trips. I went to Lake Ontario and got my ass kicked. My back still hurts. That was about 4 weeks ago.
I went
And
to St.
I'm
Lawrence.
still in pain.
That was my highlight of
went
summer.
there
was
too.
going to St. Lawrence.
I did 2 different trips to St. Lawrence County, one of which my pop and I had a great time, didn't fish a ton, we had a really good time, and another of which I fished a ton and didn't have a really good time. So That was how my northern favorite place in the whole world went.
I did ocean kayak.
You did a lot
fishing.
better than me up there, though.
Yeah, I did a lot better than you.
Yeah.
As you have you guys not seen the video, you should go back and watch. There's like 2 or 3 St. Lawrence videos from. I think I posted them in like July.
Yeah.
And we caught the crap out of them.
Yeah.
They did really good. I think
It's awesome.
we had 2 full days and 1 half day. And the half day we caught, I don't know, 15 pounds. And the 2 full days we were over 20 both days.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah, it's a good time.
It's a special place. There were
really
like
is, really is.
some crazy bags there caught this spring.
It was before the season started, so there was no one out there.
Yeah.
It was like a couple guys practicing.
Hey.
It was nice.
Look
What?
at the New York authorities on you.
The New York authority. You can still fish for them, you just can't keep them.
Not in St. Lawrence County, you can't.
Yeah, you can. I looked it up. I did my research. That's why I was so confused. So if you're in St. Lawrence County and you're
Okay.
on any body of water other than the St. Lawrence River, the St. Lawrence River falls under the Great Lakes region.
Oh. And what's the rule in the Great
So I
Lakes
couldn't
region?
fish in the pond behind the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't go back there and fish. But I could fish the river that's like right there.
Interesting.
Yeah, I did my research because I was like, we're a week before, but I couldn't go into Canada.
Yeah.
But you couldn't go into Canada either, right?
No, nobody can.
Yeah.
We all know a person who did and outran a cop. But yeah, it's not to be reckoned with.
But then I attempted saltwater kayak fishing for the first time this summer.
How's that?
It was fun.
Yeah?
I'm not gonna lie. We did a lot of jigging for like sea bass and scup and I don't know. You get one of those-
Porgies to
Scup,
normal
porgy.
people.
Yeah, sorry, porgy. It's scup. They pull pretty good.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you're light
Oh,
tackle
yeah.
and a kayak. I
Oh,
had
yeah.
one pull me about 20 feet. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, this is like a
Those
scup.
suckers
What
kick
are
some
they doing?
ass.
And sea bass too. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Caught blues.
Sounds like some dinner fishing.
Oh yeah, that's totally dinner
Sweet.
fishing. Had a cooler right in the back.
Love it.
So
A lot of
that was my
you people don't know about that. About any of that.
Yeah, no, that's great. You go
good
out there,
times.
you catch. We were going out in the morning
Yeah.
and fish for like an hour and a half, and we'd have lunch. We'd keep
That's awesome.
3 or 4 fish, and that was lunch.
That's awesome.
That was it. Fresh ocean.
For those who haven't, it's worth going and trying. I'm like most of you probably in that I'd much rather be bass fishing, but at the same time, every once in a while, it's pretty nice to
saltwater.
do something different.
Fish just taste really good.
Yes.
Directly out of the ocean,
Yes.
like immediately.
Yes.
So
Good deal.
that was my summer,
Good deal.
and then we ended the summer on a low note,
Yeah.
which can get us into our next topic.
Yeah.
College angling, it's back.
Sort
but
of.
with like
Depending on who you are and where you go to school, college fishing is.
I would say, in your opinion, what do you think? 75% of the schools are probably not at the event.
Well,
50, 75. Somewhere
about
in
50% of anglers, but about 70% of schools.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And we're one of the ones that are not there. UNC showed
One
up.
of many who are not there yet. So basically, for those who don't know, or for those who do know,
Well, if you live under a rock,
or if you live under a rock, or if you don't follow college fishing, or whatever the case may be.
oh, I thought you were talking about the virus. My bad.
Oh, no. It wasn't. College fishing is not like other college sports or other fishing tournaments. It's totally different in that there's schools with teams, with school-funded teams.
Like under the athletic department, like your football or basketball team would be under.
Right. And there's schools that are sport clubs, like us, which would just be like a student organization.
It's student led. There's no
Right.
faculty involved. Really.
I don't have any gripes with either. I know there's a lot of people in the sport club in the bass fishing club fishing world who hate on the teams.
Yeah.
And I know there might be some, I don't know, there's probably beef there somewhere. I'm not one of those people because if you can fish, you can fish. But that, I guess it comes down to that. If you can fish, you can fish. And right now, most, if not all, club sport guys
Cannot. Nope.
So,
Travel bans for most schools.
right. A lot of schools have travel bans on sport clubs and the teams, the people that have teams, due to scholarships or due to whatever money is going into the program, or due to just, I don't know, less worry or less care, or maybe just, in my opinion, it's probably just more understanding of fishing.
What's going on.
And that fishing is not like other sports, and that it's very socially distant.
We're not 20 people on a football field.
Right. So it's not, I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad about the fact that there are people fishing when I can't. I'm not mad at the people that are fishing. I'm just mad that I can't.
That's disappointing.
It's very disappointing, and it's totally, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Unfortunate.
No, not that one. It's, it makes no sense.
Cthulhu.
It really makes no sense. And
Put some random word to it.
sure. And when you cut down to it, it's all about money and all about not arrogance, ignorance on behalf of those who are making these decisions. And that's where I stand. And I'm sure there's others. I know for a fact there's other people dealing with it, because there were 250 people that signed up for Hartwell and 115 showed up.
Yeah. And it was sold out. Like, there was a wait list.
Yeah, the funny thing is they sent out an email saying, make sure you let us know if you're coming or not, because we got to fill out the wait list.
Yeah.
I thought that meant like, oh, they're going to get more people to show up. They got 115 boats to show up.
Out of normally 250.
Out of 250.
Yeah.
And if you look at them, and again, I'm not throwing shade at anybody, it was Brian, it was Adrian, it was Bethel, it was Carson Newman, it was Campbellsville, it was all these really well-known fishing schools. And I like to consider Charlotte a pretty well-known fishing school.
We're probably
a club.
We're probably like top 2 or top 3 like club teams that still fall under the club umbrella.
We're very, I mean, we're big. I would like to think people, like, I know that guys like the tournament directors, they recognize Charlotte. They know we fish a lot of their tournaments. But again, we're a club sports. I know another big team is Auburn. Same thing. They're a club sport. Mm-hmm. And they couldn't fish.
They couldn't?
Nope. So it's quite...
Most of the North Carolina schools couldn't fish.
Quite
as far as I know,
unfortunate.
ECU, NC State, of course, some of them still went, but...
Yeah.
Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
They were all travel restricted.
Right. Like most of us.
So.
Yeah.
But it's
not happy
at
all. We're pretty much, for the update on us, we're pretty much just waiting to see if the state decides to open up more things.
We're in a holding pattern.
Yeah, we are. I know a lot of South Carolina schools are fine because South Carolina is a lot more lenient with their traveling and all that. And I'm not here to make any virus arguments or anything, but it sucks that depending on where you go to school, not only what school, but where in the country, it determines if you can fish or not.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Well, I do agree, and I've told you this. I agree that, like, if this was about the safety of people,
right,
then you wouldn't see schools, football teams traveling.
You wouldn't see schools
football
opening.
Schedules and schools opening.
Yeah.
With 30,000 people all in one small area.
Any of it. If that was the concern, you wouldn't see any of this happening.
Yeah. So it's definitely a tough situation, and I don't know. I fought it a lot this summer, so
it just at the end of the day, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of people who think they know what they're doing.
It could definitely
not think they know what they're doing, but not knowing what's going on.
There's definitely ways to do this that are safe.
Oh my God.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, the Elite Series showed up at the St. Lawrence River and 86 anglers got tested and 86 came back negative.
Yeah. So, definitely a way to do this if you're a team.
Yeah.
And they found a way to do this.
Yeah.
I got a feeling I would love to talk, if you're on one of those bigger teams, it falls under the athletic department umbrella.
Yeah. We would
reach out.
I'm just
curious how you did it. I kind of got a feeling that the way they did it was a single hotel room for every single boat.
Yeah.
And so some of these smaller schools, probably that wouldn't be an option, just money-wise, unless people use their own money.
Which is what a lot of us are willing to do.
Are willing or planning to do. But yeah, I'd imagine, if everyone's got their own hotel room and everyone's just fishing out their own boats.
Exactly.
We're all doing that anyways already, so.
Yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you know someone who fished this past tournament, or if you are someone that fishes past tournament, please reach out. Well, I mean, I know we need the help.
I'm sure there are other schools.
Whatever word
we can relay the information to that would appreciate. That too.
We could let our club sports department know how you guys did it. We can let and then so many others. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but if I was there, and not if I did well, but even if I was just there, when I go to a college Bassmaster event, I'm going there to fish against 250 anglers.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be happy to show up to that tournament and see 115 boats in the water.
Well, one, it stinks because you get less competition, so it's not
right
as professional.
Not as competitive. But you want to fish against the big field.
249 boats.
Right.
And also, your playoff spots are limited.
Right.
To 10% of the field. So
yes.
That's a big difference between 25 spots and 11 spots. So
yeah.
Or 12 spots, whatever it was at this tournament. I think 12.
It's not. We would really appreciate the help, and if I were you guys, I would be happy to give it. So if you don't mind, please reach out. We can spread the word, hopefully on here. You guys can help us spread the word, whatever the case may be. I'd like to see the next tournament on Cumberland have 250 boats and have everyone fishing.
Woo! I'm still registered.
I am too.
Holding out hope.
I am too. At the very least, hopefully by spring 2021 we'll have things back to normal.
Hopefully.
And I will be fishing some local stuff. I can tell y'all that.
Yeah.
So if you fish the CBC or the Cats on Norman or High Rock, watch out.
He's coming for you.
I'm coming in with my 8 pounds of spots. You watch out.
So now let's talk about the tournament that we weren't at.
Yeah.
And there's an upcoming tournament, too, that we can't forget about.
Yeah. What day is it? Okay, so yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah. Lake Hartwell finished up today. 3 fish limit.
Yeah.
Honestly, didn't know they were doing that until first day weigh-in, and I looked at the weights. I'm like, wow, these are kind of really low. And then I was like, oh wait, why does everyone have 3 fish?
Yeah.
I'm like, is it just really coincidental that everyone caught 3 fish? Or?
No. So
no one managed to fill out a limit.
The reasoning behind it, I don't know. I'm sure it's something to do with fish care. I would assume.
I don't know.
What else could it have to do with?
I don't know if they were just trying to, rush through weigh-in.
It wasn't bad.
COVID.
Because the FLW had a BFL there the weekend before. It was 3 fish limit.
I don't know. Maybe
it might be a Hartwell fish care
thing. Okay.
It could, but it also could be that. It could be quicking up the weigh-ins.
I'm just saying, if you were going to do a 3 fish weigh-in, national championship in 110-degree weather.
Right. Well, that's state by state too, lake by lake, county by county. Well, California just did.
It's hot.
Did you see what happened in California?
Well, yeah, it's on fire. The whole state.
No, did you see what they did with their last tournament? I'm getting off topic here.
No, what'd they do?
The Delta had a tournament last week, and they did 6-hour days. 12:30 check-in.
Interesting.
For everybody.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Why?
Fish care.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll live with it. I'll accept that.
Interesting, right?
Interesting.
Right? So anyways, there's 3 fish limit, which I think definitely changed the game.
Yeah.
In a big way.
Yeah.
And Hartwell, maybe more than a lot of lakes.
I would say Hartwell
more than a lot of lakes.
A lot. It became a struggle for 5 to okay, let's just find big ones.
Yeah, I mean, Hartwell's an easy place to catch 5. And the problem is if you go largemouth fishing on Hartwell, it's hard to catch more than
2 or
3
3
a day.
Yeah, exactly.
So
You ain't really gonna see a 5 fish limit at largemouth very often.
right. So it becomes a question of, do I go largemouth fishing? Do I go spot fishing? Do I do both? And it kind of took that question out. Also not. I know the second place guys had mixed bags. But as far as going up the river, I mean, that's what won the tournament, and that's what a lot of guys did.
That's what I would have done.
You saw a lot of guys throwing buzz baits
Oh,
and
exactly
flipping up
where I was
shallow.
going.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
I couldn't be there.
A lot of guys were flipping. A lot of guys were throwing top water and just
Had I known it was 3 fish limit,
doing river stuff.
I
stuff.
got spots. I can't find 5, I can find 3.
Exactly. So definitely a different tournament than it could have been. I personally much prefer 5 fish limits. I don't know how I would have liked this tournament.
3 fish limit.
Yeah, I'd have totally thrown me for a loop. I don't know how to catch
It's a
big
good
fish.
new experience though. You learn.
Yeah.
You learn to fish differently, and I'm sure a lot of guys got a lot out of it because it's not something we do very often. So.
Yeah. So it's really interesting to see that.
Yeah.
Especially on a lake like Hartwell. And it was really interesting to see that the first place guys from Bethel, let me get your names up.
Yeah, Bethel
folks.
won, by the way.
They had 26.5 pounds.
The boys
They
in
won.
purple.
Cody Gregory and Levi Mullins. Congrats, fellas. They had 26.8. I think all largemouth. They're the depiction of how they called them. They were throwing a buzzbait and flipping.
Sounds
Up in
large mouthy.
The
Heck yeah.
Tugaloogaloo.
The Tugaloogaloogaloo.
The Tugaloogaloogaloo.
Great arm of the Hartwell chain there.
And then the guys, Grayson Morris and Jacob Funt from University of Montevallo, they finished a 1.5 pound back at 25-1, and they were fishing piles within 10 minutes of Green Pond. So,
I bet I know what piles they're on.
and significantly more consistent than about anyone.
Yeah.
Because, so the guys from Bethel won, had 9-3, 7-4, 10-1. The guys from Montevallo, 8, 8-4, 8-13.
What do you think they were fishing on the cane? What did it say?
They said that the first 2 days they were throwing top water, and the third day it got real windy.
That's
and they were
good
throwing
stuff.
swim baits using Panoptics.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's like cheating.
Well, so really interesting that those two different things had you finish that close. You know, had the guys in first dropped one on 3-pound largemouth, or had these guys hooked into a 4-pound largemouth.
Different story.
Real different tournament. With them
Different
3 fish
story.
limits, bites become way more important. Every bite you get. In my opinion, 5 fish limit tournament, those guys in second from Montevallo win every single day of the week.
Oh yeah, no, it's so hard to find 5 good largemouth.
Yeah, they probably would have had about 12, 13 pounds a day and ran it up. So, really interesting how it all plays out.
Tough luck.
But you never know. Could be very wrong. Those guys could have cracked them up the river for all I know. I wasn't in the boat. I wasn't in anyone's boat. I wasn't on the lake.
Maybe. I don't know. I just see it hard getting 5 largemouth.
I can tell you I would have
3
been.
days straight.
I can tell you I would have been spot fishing had it been a 5 fish limit tournament.
Yeah, and then maybe going to find a large.
I can tell you I would have practiced a lot more for largemouth. I think
Yeah.
if it was 3, but I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows?
Very interesting. Either way, congrats guys. Good job.
I
Good.
did like that the lead changed so many times.
Yeah, 3 fish limit. A lot can go down.
3 different days, 3 different
A
leaders.
lot can go down.
Made it exciting.
Very.
We need some boats. Bass track.
I know. They had Bass Track. Did you see that?
No.
Yes.
Ah, that's cool.
About 15 boats of the 115 put in fish every day.
That's it?
Yeah.
Y'all boys gotta do better. What are you doing? This could be so much more exciting. Make it exciting for us people that can't travel.
Well, you got to remember, the Bass Elite guys say 2-4, and then the guy in the Marshall in the back of the boat can put it in. These guys got to stop fishing. I wouldn't.
Doesn't take all like 3 seconds. You leave it loaded. on
Hey,
your
that's
phone.
2 casts.
You got 2 guys on the boat though.
No, I
One
don't.
guy makes. Well, yeah, you don't. 'Cause you're weird, all right. Most guys have 2 guys on the boat. They can just simply. One guy keeps fishing, the other guy does. It's like Cullen. Then you don't have to worry about color. Like, you just tag, and you know what each fish weighs already.
Nah.
Unless you guess them.
No, I use a beam.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I
Oh,
would know
no,
what they
color.
weigh.
No, I'm saying like when you put it in a track. Like if you want to like weigh each one, then you know.
Yeah.
Easy call right away. Yellow tag.
I'll leave
was the
that-
first
I'll leave
fish,
that to
he's
you.
gone. Mm.
I'll leave it to you.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
So yeah, that was Hartwell. That was my frustrations with Hartwell. And that was what happened at Hartwell.
Next tournament.
I wonder, real quick,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I wonder if the majority were spot fishing or if the majority were largemouth fishing. Like I wonder if those 4 pound limits guys were catching. Was that guys who fished for spots all day, or was that guys who went largemouth fishing, didn't get a bite, and then went and caught 3 little spots?
I don't know.
You know? I don't either.
I don't know either.
Remains to be seen.
Wasn't there.
I'd have to ask every single one of the fishermen to know.
Put up a poll.
Something I'm not going to do.
Comment down below if you're watching on YouTube what you were doing.
If you were there.
You can ease Lewis's mind.
I thought
Can
about
sleep better at night.
I thought about going down and fishing and acting like I was in the tournament just to see how I do.
Just to see how you, but then you get so mad at yourself if you did well.
Yeah. Well, not at myself, but
Well, yeah,
at the world.
Yeah, at the world, yeah. At the
I've
rest
done
of the
that
world.
before, where I was really mad at myself. I was like, I'm not going to enter that tournament. And went and crushed him. I was like, okay. Anyways, Friday,
Friday.
the next event,
FLW.
FLW.
Kyle Javant. FLW, right here. That guy right there.
Kevin Hunt's putting on a little derby
Little Derby. Gunnersville.
at G-Ville. A postponed tournament, just like every one, pretty much.
Everyone.
Except for Hartwell.
I think Hartwell and I think the Potomac are the only scheduled ones that are supposed to be this fall.
You mean Chesapeake?
Chesapeake. Chesapeake?
I think
Something
you're
like
right.
Chesapeake.
I think you're right. Anyways, G-Ville's happening this weekend.
It's gonna stink.
I think so too.
It's gonna be awful.
I agree. I think
I'm
it's gonna
almost
be
happy that I'm not traveling
weird
for that one.
Septemberness, and I think it's gonna take like 15 pounds to qualify. 21 will
That's
probably
gonna
win.
I'm curious to see how many boats show up to that though.
Probably 70. After what we just saw.
Yeah, I was trying to think of what schools wouldn't be in that zone. Bryan and Bethel are in there, right? So.
Well, anybody can fish anything now.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to put that rule in this year.
Yeah. But I don't think it'll make a
It's
difference.
been so long, I don't remember.
I don't think it'll make a difference. Still won't be high.
70.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
It'll be a weird tournament. It'll be a junk fishing tournament. Somebody will catch them out of some grass somewhere. And I don't know what the weather looks like. There's going to be a couple cold nights this week. Some early
I think it's staying
fall
warm.
movement stuff could start happening.
I don't think so, right?
We're
yet.
getting close, though. We're probably about 2 weeks
I think
out.
we're 2 or 3 weeks
We're
out.
probably about
from
2
fall
weeks
movement.
out. But I think 20 pounds will
Top water
win.
will get good soon.
I think 20 pounds will win. I just don't think it'll take much. It'll fall off quick. I think it'll fall off real quick.
That's gonna be tough to catch them.
Yeah.
I'm curious if they do a 3 fish limit.
I doubt it.
It's all very confusing.
I doubt it. I think that was either a Lake Hartwell thing or
South Carolina thing,
an Anderson thing, or I don't know.
a green pond thing. Literally
Yeah.
just green pond.
I have no idea. Not a singular clue.
Oh man, I miss going to that tackle shop.
Yeah.
That's tough.
What is it? Hartwell Boat and Marine or something like
Yeah.
that?
You all
good-
know it.
good
If you fish
spot.
Hartwell, you know exactly where we're
A
talking.
lot of Morning Dawn located in that tackle store.
Yeah, it's great. Great tackle store.
It's a really great tackle store. I like that place a lot. What else do we have to conversate
15
about?
pounds, huh?
Yeah, to qualify, I think so. If it was me and I was going, I would frog.
I'm gonna go slightly heavier. I'm gonna say 18.
Ooh,
I
no.
think maybe one team catches 18.
18 to make the top 3.
Oh, sorry. What do you think's gonna win?
Oh, to win?
Yeah, I thought
20,
you did.
21.
Okay. Well, I'm
15 to
lower
qualify.
than- I'm like 18, 19 to win.
Okay. I see that,
It'd be
yeah.
tough.
Yeah, I definitely see that.
Qualify.
Probably around the same.
Let's say 14. We'll go back.
You're predicting badness.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I think it's gonna stink.
We'll find out.
You're gonna stink real bad.
Next week episode, one of us is either both of us are gonna look like an idiot, or we're both gonna look.
Yeah, what if it's like
Real
winning
smart.
weight like 11 pounds? It's like
Or it's like winning weight 28,
28, 29 pounds.
24 to
weight,
qualify.
22, 24.
Shit.
Yeah, well, we underpredicted that one.
I doubt it.
We'll see. We'll see.
We do have some things to talk about though. We probably have another episode. We're starting to run thin here, and we should do more research.
Research on.
The national championship came out.
Yeah. We do need to do more research on that. I don't know.
We need
enough.
to talk about that.
We do.
Do you know where it is at least?
No.
Harris Chain of
I
Lakes.
know. Ooh.
Bass National Championship is at the Harris Chain of Lakes, with the bracket being at Lay Lake.
I thought it was in Alabama.
I thought so too, because they released the bracket early, but not the actual.
See, that threw me off.
Yeah, me too.
I just figured they were going to put out like Gunnersville or something.
I was thinking and hoping it was going to be like Logan Martin or Martin.
Yeah, Logan Martin, yeah.
No, sir.
Harris Chain of Lakes.
Harris Chain of Lakes. And then like 2 weeks later, you got to drive to Lay Lake.
Huh.
Yeah, so we'll do an episode.
Alright.
We'll do an episode about that.
Yeah, we do need to do an episode
We'll
about
do an
that,
episode about that.
For sure.
Because I don't know the dates off the top of my head. I don't feel like looking them up. You guys don't care. You'll care more soon. Anything else going on? What's going on in the world of things?
Well,
The next Elite
online.
Series tournament is probably going down south.
yes, it is.
When? Do you know what? When?
No,
I should know this.
you should know this.
Huh.
They're done with their northern swing.
Yeah, Northern Swing is done. It's usually AOY Championship and then off season. I'm really excited to see the Elite Series in the fall.
Yeah.
I will say that.
I kind of I'm. There have been things that have come out of this that I hope remain.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of them. Having like more spread out
Agreed.
tournaments that go later into the fall,
Totally agree.
and even for the college guys, like having a. I really like the idea of having 2 in the spring, 2 in the fall.
Yeah.
But I think they'd have to switch it up, where your first and second tournament are your fall tournaments.
Right.
Third
only-
and fourth of the spring, your national championship during the summer.
I think it should just be I don't know. It's hard because I'm not one of those guys. I don't know how much they appreciate the off season. I know a lot of them.
You and I just keep fishing, so you know it's.
No, the Elite Series guys.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like those guys, some of those guys actually like taking off time. And
Right. But I think a lot of them also just work through too. Go to shows and all kinds of things. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure. I think you still have to have like Thanksgiving
Oh, yeah.
through New Year's off.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
I don't know. I'd kind of almost rather if they did it like Thanksgiving, like week, like I don't know, November.
Well, I like the pushback schedule though.
Yeah.
Not like year round, but like your AOY instead of being in September, whenever it usually
End
is.
of October, November.
End of October, beginning of November.
Whereas this year it's like December, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like,
agree.
I like that. I think that that's a good amount of time.
Yeah.
And you still see some fall fishing.
Yeah. And I think that instead they should kick off the season like closer to like mid to end of February.
Why not kick off the season with the Classic?
They used to.
Well, they need to keep doing. They need to start doing that again. I just think it'd be cool that way. Like if you look at like
Like as of 3 years ago, they used to.
sports, either have their biggest game at the end of the season or at the beginning of the
It's
season.
definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting. That's a good point.
Very few sports have it in the middle. I think like I don't know. IndyCar has the Indy 500 like the middle of the season.
Yeah. It's hard to move it. I don't know what I prefer at the Classic. Like there's part of me that wishes like they changed the time of the year every year, but then that takes away from the tradition of it. There's part of me that wishes there was a Summer Classic again, like the old days. But that I don't know.
The fall.
I don't know.
Fall fishing is just fun, so that's why it always confuses me
I
why
hate
they don't
fall
have
fishing.
more.
You
See,
lie.
I love it.
You lie.
I love fall
You
fishing.
lie.
I don't like transition fall fishing.
I just
So like
hate all fall fishing.
end of August to mid of September, I hate that.
Yeah.
But after that, when it's top water and the schooling fish, that's a lot of fun.
I hate it.
You didn't have fun on Hartwell doing that?
I had a little bit of fun.
You had a lot of fun. Get
I
outta
had
here.
more fun.
Get out of here.
I had more fun at other places in the springtime. Skipping a jig and throwing a frog and a chatterbait.
Yeah, I know. Top water, it's a lot of fun. Good action.
Yeah.
They make good television.
Yeah.
Did you hear about how the numbers for bass on TV?
I did.
Pretty
I
ridiculous.
Love it. I love it.
Really good.
I love it. I hope they stick with it for the rest of the year. I know when after Eufaula, they signed a 3-tournament live viewing contract. I don't know if they're going to re-sign or if they have or if they plan on not. I would love to see it continue forever.
Yeah, we don't need to see Sports Center like 8 times a day
It's
on ESPN.
so
It's so
great.
much better having some
It's better.
variety.
Yeah, it's better than MLF because MLF is a pre-recorded show. It's better than the Bassmaster Elite Series shows. It's great. The Elite Series guys get to inform people, and Zona gets to inform people in a more like, people-friendly way.
Hold on, you gotta hold your cookies. I got a good story for you.
Okay, we got a good
I've
story.
had so many people come up to me this summer. And by so many, I mean this might be like 10 people that I've talked to
2 hands.
that have started fishing because they've seen MLF on TV.
Cat.
What?
Bullshit.
No, I swear to God. They're like,
Bullshit.
you ever seen Major League Fishing? And I'm like, yeah, I know of it. And they're like, I think it's the coolest thing. It's like, I started fishing because of it.
Well, next year,
I've heard it a couple times.
next year you're
Just
gonna
saying.
say I saw Bass on ESPN.
Yeah. Well, that's what I told. That's why I tell people. I'm like, well, you think that's cool?
Good.
You should watch Five Fish Limit.
Thank you.
You know, I'm not as big. At
Friend
that.
of the
Like,
program.
I really like the environmental part of MLF, but I don't. The competition's just not there for me,
Right.
and they're too freaking long.
Yeah.
That's still my one biggest complaint about it.
I just
Who's
love.
got time to watch? Like, people complain about watching NASCAR races that are like 4.5 hours long.
Yeah.
6 days, sometimes 8. No,
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely
stupid.
absurd. It's absurd.
people have trouble watching 4-hour movies.
Yeah, it's absurd. I agree. But I think the Bass on ESPN has been excellent. I think it's been really cool. I think the guys have done an excellent job on explaining it to people while at the same time keeping guys like us interested.
Yeah.
It's been really cool. I'm really happy to see it, and I hope it continues. And I've heard nothing but praise across the fishing world about it.
I'm out
Also-
of water.
Does that mean you want to end this podcast?
It means we gotta answer.
All right. Shout out to Luke Duncan for becoming the announcer. You probably might not know this. The announcer for the NPFL,
That's that new league.
the National Professional Fishing League.
Yeah, that trips me out that there's another new league.
Yeah, he's going to be the announcer.
That's cool.
Pretty cool.
Congrats.
They kick off in
Congrats.
March, and it's actually going to happen.
Wow.
I was a little skeptical for a long
I
time.
was really skeptical.
It's actually going to happen.
I was like, there's no.
They have like 70 something out of 125 signed up.
I wish them luck.
We wish you luck.
Wish them
I
luck.
might be fishing it in 3 years. Who knows? When no one else accepts me.
You've been thrown out of all other tournaments.
For, I don't know what. Run too small of a boat. Oh, yeah. We bring that up. Keith Pochette.
Yeah, that
Let's
was-
not bring that up. That'll frustrate me. You can bring
I didn't
that
even
up.
know that was a freaking rule.
Bullshit.
What? Too small of an engine. Get the heck out of here.
Right?
What's it matter?
Right?
The guys, if their motor breaks down, they fish it on a trolling motor. They say the trolling motor doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's because of 2 tournaments. There was a tournament back in 2012 that John Cox won, the FLW Tour, out of his out of his like 16-foot boat. I forget where. It might have been somewhere in Florida or something
so
like
you
that.
got it into areas that most guys couldn't go.
Yeah. And there was a tournament in like 09. It's been illegal on the Elite Series for a long time. Because in like 09, no, you know what they did on the Elite Series? I don't know if there's a minimum, but I know that if you start with one boat at the beginning of the season, you have to run it till the end.
Until the end.
because Menendez in like a Kentucky Lake tournament in the middle of August or something got in like a 17-foot boat and ran under some causeway that nobody else could run under and went and caught him.
I don't see a problem. If that's a problem, then live scope needs to be banned.
I think the way the Elite Series guys did it, they did it better. If you run, you gotta run one boat for the entire year.
I like that idea, but I'm saying
it's like NASCAR. You can't run two different cars based on two different tracks.
If there's, well, actually they do change their cars, but that's okay, bud. The series that ban it,
it's like using a different bat at Coors Field.
Like, okay, fine, that works. If you're using a smaller boat, it's for a competitive advantage.
Right.
The live scope's the same thing. It's a competitive. You're gonna pay for that advantage.
But all the guys have it.
Not if they're sponsored by Johnson Outdoors. They don't have a live yet.
They're 360s.
Nah.
I'll take either.
Well, yeah, you got like Stone Age technology on your boat. Of course, you'll take either.
I think there's probably places where both shine.
I don't see it.
Definitely.
Unless every guy is
There's
running,
definitely
unless
places where
every single guy is
Here, I'll tell you
live
when.
scope.
If it's a kind of place where you're fishing like brush or grass, I want 360. If you're fishing offshore, like for fish,
Well, that still feeds into it. So it's a competitive advantage. So like you can go out and buy 360 if you're going to a grass lake.
yeah.
So you want to run a smaller motor. For whatever reason, because it's a competitive advantage. Honestly, I just think it's a stupid rule. Like I like Bass's thing with the running it all year. That makes sense.
Yeah, there's a really good argument to be had.
But it just doesn't make any sense.
I hear you. There's a really good argument to be had. I'm just trying to be devil's advocate, but you're right. It's a really good argument.
I know.
Congratulations.
Well, let's end it here. We're at 42 minutes.
Thanks for listening, guys.
That's since Jackie Robinson Day was yesterday.
Hey,
so we'll
good
end it
call.
at 42.
Good call. Like
Also,
that.
R.I.P. Black Panther.
Yeah, that's tough.
That was a shocker.
That sucked.
Um,
This video or podcast is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops Natural Spring Water or Eau de Source Natural.
and if you're a Bass College guy, you get a discount on that water.
25 cents.
25 cents off.
25%.
Oh, 25%? My bad. That's still probably 25 cents.
Probably.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back.
We appreciate
after
you
Gunnersville.
listening.
Hear all the... We'll see how much of an idiot we look like after Gunnersville.
Or not.
Or not.
Maybe we're smart.
And y'all catch them up. Reach out.
Please
if you're
reach
a
out.
school that fished, we want to hear from you.
I'll also reach out to you.
Yeah, we might just...
Those
keep
of you who
bugging
I
you
know,
about
you
this.
will be bothered.
Yes, see? Just what he said. Bye.
Have a good one.
See ya.
Catch them up.